Let's talk about releases today. We're going to talk about Evolution Outdoors. If you guys saw this last year, we touched on it. This is a hinge. It's called the Ibex. This is a real heavy, awesome, with a click that you can adjust. You can also get to the click and still come back and let down, and it stays attached to your D-loop. Great idea. If you want to try a thumb button, this is the all-new Shadow from Evolution Outdoors, and you can see this will group exactly the same as the hinge. You can shoot them interchangeably. Let me go ahead and set one up for you guys right now. I ordered a small medium. So it's going to come like that. And then include some hardware. So that's how you get it clicked on your D-loop. This is the thumb button part. You can see that it doesn't have a thumb button on it yet, because if you're right or left-handed, you'll put the button on one or the other sides. So you can see you have two screws here. The screw closest to where you'll put your button is your trigger travel. Essentially, how hot do you want to make the release? The second screw is your sear adjustment screw, and I don't think you'll need to mess with that until you've put in at least 4,000 or 5,000 shots through this release, and that's where you can just kind of adjust the bite. But we'll talk about the trigger travel first. So we're going to go here and we're going to go ahead and just lock it in, and then I'm going to go ahead and turn it clockwise until it breaks. From there you can back it out. I'm just going to give it a 180 and then just a little bit more, and we'll see how hot that is. So we'll set the release. Pretty good. Then we'll put our barrel on. So because I'm right-handed, I'm going to have the barrel right here on this side. And then you can see you have a lot of room to adjust where that barrel sits in your hand. So I'll go through here, get it started. And then all your hardware is provided. All right. So there's my barrel. That's where I'm going to start with. You can see it's pretty far up. I could move this back depending on where I want it in my thumb. Let's take a practice shot. That's pretty light. I might have to make that a little bit heavier. We'll see once we shoot it with the bow. This is my tried and true release, Carter Too Simple. It feels really similar. Because of the angle of the head, it's not one of those super long necks that basically takes away draw length. If anything, I think it gives you at least maximizes your draw length just like this. I love a short neck, and the angle of this is going to be awesome. These might even be interchangeable. So this is one option. This is the other option in colors. Like anything with release aids, 2 is 1. And the nice thing is if you want to bounce back and forth between a hinge and a thumb, you're not going to change impacts. That's probably one of the few release options out there that you can go bounce back and forth and not change point of impact, which is awesome. Let's go ahead and shoot these outside. Too Simple. Nice peep twist. Oh, there she is. Next, let's start with this bad boy. Try this one next. I just have them at different thumb positions, trying to figure out which one I like the best. And for fun, let's shoot a hinge. Shoot that one again. Apparently it's a click banger. Did you hear it? Click bang. I got a long ways to go to get to the click, so we'll do this one again. This is the Ibex with the brass, heavy in the hand. One more time. Let's see if I don't get startled by the click. The click on my index doesn't startle me, but this one. All right, so initial thoughts. I do like a hinge. I do like this one. I roll back, get to the click, and I'm feeling the push and the pull and the compression and click, boom. Feels really good. And the fact that I can switch over to something like this, you have different colorway options. Based on the barrel position, I like the way I put this barrel a little bit better. Let me shoot one more. This is very similar position to that Carter Too Simple, the way I have it set up. You also can adjust this third finger or even take it off and shoot it as a 2-finger. I like where everything's at out of the box. Let's make this trigger just a little lighter. All right, so I'm gonna go here, click it, closest to the thumb button, turn it clockwise until it opens, and I'm gonna back it off a quarter turn. Let's see what that's like. I think I still would make them lighter. Let's try a little lighter. So I'm going to turn it a quarter. Hopefully I don't get punched in the face. Well, having it set pretty light still takes me a long time to get it to break. So that's something I'm going to have to mess with. But all in all, I think if you're in the market to bounce back and forth between a button and a hinge and you don't want point of impact to change, that's pretty cool. I could see a hinge being really cool in the off season. I don't think I would hunt with it. I know a lot of guys that still do. 2 is 1. I think you can make these duplicate. I'd have to make a small adjustment to make these match up. Make them both just a touch lighter. But you can see these are all great options. Hopefully you can figure out which one gives you the most confidence. And I think the price points are pretty reasonable. Carter Too Simple. Looks like it needs a couple more clicks to the left, but those arrows are stacking. Except for that one. All right, next, let's go the shadow. 3 arrows, and we're gonna aim for the lower left dot. I need to make this lighter, don't I? So lock it in, go with the trigger travel clockwise till it breaks, then back it off slightly. Hopefully we don't get punched in the face. That seems pretty light. And just for fun, we'll shoot the hinge. I'm gonna aim, it's like most of my arrows are left. I might need to make a couple more adjustments on this windage, but we're gonna shoot the lower right dot. 3 arrows with the Ibex. Last one. Let's go check out our groups. Turn the mag view off. First group was with Carter Too Simple. Shot 1 and 2. We stacked them. And then I don't know, I yanked that one, but decent. This is with the shadow. My best group's with the hinge, of course. Like I said, I would shoot that hinge for indoor, and I think I might next year. I like the idea of a hinge. But we're gonna have to test the shadow for a few more weeks to see if it's something I would switch away from the Carter Too Simple. But I think it's a great design. Again, the biggest thing for me is that you can shoot it interchangeably with the hinge, and the neck angle makes it so you don't lose any draw length. Good job, Evolution Outdoors. Separations in the preparation. Catch you on the next one.